Want me to be completely honest with you? As you get older, you don't get to treat your body like it's replaceable. You only get one. And that's why John Travolta's routine is so interesting. Because he's not 40 anymore. He's 71. And he's still moving with energy, still staying strong, and still showing up like a man who plans to stay capable for a long time. For decades, he was Hollywood's king of cool. From Saturday Night Fever to Pulp Fiction, he danced, fought, and acted his way through generations of stardom. But the real surprise isn't what he did back then. The surprise is how steady he's stayed now, when most people his age are slowing down. So how does he do it? Today, we're breaking down the blueprint that keeps him grounded and energized. The foods he leans on for longevity, the foods he avoids completely. What a simple day of breakfast, lunch, and dinner looks like for him. The weekly workout routine that supports mobility and strength, and the mindset rules that make it all stick. And at the end, I'll share the final rule that ties everything together, because it changes how you look at aging. Let's start with the foods that consistently show up in his life. One of the most powerful staples is wild salmon. It's high in omega-3 fats that help calm inflammation in the body. And inflammation is one of the fastest ways aging starts to feel heavy, especially in your joints, your brain, and your heart. Salmon also gives high-quality protein, and that matters more with age because muscle is what protects your balance, your strength, and your independence. Travolta keeps it simple, grilled and lightly seasoned, no heavy sauces, just clean fuel. Another food he leans on is blueberries. They're packed with antioxidants that help protect cells from damage. They're also known for supporting memory and focus, and they can help keep blood sugar more stable compared to many sugary snacks. He'll add them into meals or grab a handful during the day because they're easy, light, and they don't leave you with that crash. Avocados are another key. They're loaded with monounsaturated fats, which support heart health and hormone balance. They also contain potassium and fiber, which support digestion, hydration, and steady energy. On days he trains in the morning, he often includes about half an avocado at breakfast because it keeps him fueled without making him feel heavy. Spinach shows up constantly too. It's one of the most nutrient-dense greens you can eat. It contains iron, which helps deliver oxygen to muscles. And it also has magnesium and folate, nutrients tied to energy, recovery, and overall function. He'll mix it into eggs, blend it into a smoothie, or lightly sauté it with olive oil. And that brings us to olive oil, specifically extra virgin olive oil. It's rich in antioxidants and plant compounds that support brain health and reduce inflammation. Unlike processed oils, it's associated with healthier cholesterol balance and heart support. He uses it on salads, vegetables, and sometimes as a finishing drizzle over lean protein. Now, what does a normal day of eating look like? The pattern is simple, clean, repeatable, and consistent. In the morning, he tends to keep breakfast light but strategic. A common start is scrambled eggs with a handful of spinach, plus half an avocado on the side. Sometimes he adds a slice of sprouted grain toast for fiber and a little extra fuel. For drinks, he sticks with black coffee or green tea, with no sugar and no cream, because he wants clean energy and a clear head. He said it plainly, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Lunch is focused on performance. He usually chooses grilled chicken or wild-caught fish, like salmon or tuna, paired with a mixed green salad dressed with olive oil and lemon. Sometimes he adds a handful of almonds or blueberries for extra steady energy and antioxidants. He keeps it clean, with no heavy sauces and no processed carbs, because he sees his body as his main asset. You only get one body, And if you treat it like it doesn't matter, you pay for it later. Dinner stays light and intentional as well. He often sticks to lean protein like turkey or baked salmon, with a side like quinoa or sweet potato and steamed greens such as broccoli or kale. It's low glycemic, high nutrient, and easy to digest, which helps sleep and recovery. Instead of dessert, he'll wind down with herbal tea. And the reason his meals don't change much is simple. What works doesn't need constant reinvention. He isn't chasing pleasure with food. He's building consistency. He's also talked about something very human behind all of this. He wants to be able to play, to throw his little boy up in the air, swing him around, play sports, be active. And he knows that if he isn't in good shape, he can't show up for those moments. That's not vanity, that's life. Now let's talk about the foods he avoids, because what you remove can be just as important as what you add. Refined sugar is one of the big ones. No candy, no soda, no desserts. He cut it out because it spikes blood sugar, creates fatigue, and increases inflammation. And inflammation doesn't just make you feel stiff. It speeds up aging from the inside. If he wants something sweet, he keeps it natural, usually berries or fruit in moderation, and he avoids juice. Fried food is another no. Fried foods bring grease, gut irritation, bloating, and a sluggish recovery. They also tend to leave people mentally foggy. He may have enjoyed occasional fast food when he was younger, but now he sees it as not worth the crash. He sticks to baked, grilled, or steamed, and he avoids oils that don't serve the body. Processed meats are also out, things like bacon, deli slices, and sausages. They're high in sodium, low in real nutrition, and packed with preservatives. He avoids them largely with long-term heart health in mind. Instead, he chooses lean proteins like chicken, fish, and turkey for clean protein without the extra baggage. Now let's get into his weekly workout routine. This is not a punish yourself plan. It's a stay capable plan. And that's exactly what people over 50 need most. Early in the week, he does a full body strength session. Think bodyweight squats, incline push-ups, resistance band rows, a little dumbbell shoulder pressing, and short plank holds. It's basic, but it hits the whole body and supports joint-friendly strength. The next day is active recovery. A brisk walk for about 45 minutes, outside or on a treadmill, plus gentle stretching and breathing work. This keeps joints loose and helps the mind stay calm and sharp. Midweek is focused on core and mobility. He strengthens the lower back and abs without overloading them, using movements like side planks, bird dogs, and gentle twists, followed by 10 to 15 minutes of mobility work, similar to yoga-style stretching. This supports posture, balance, and control. Later in the week, he hits upper body strength, resistance bands or cable work for the chest and back, some light arm work like curls, and bench-supported tricep dips, enough to maintain strength without beating up the joints. Then there's a cardio conditioning day. He uses a bike, elliptical, or rowing machine for 20 to 30 minutes, and sometimes adds short bursts like jump rope or stairs. The goal is to keep the heart and lungs young, not to destroy himself. One day is reserved for fun and functional movement. Tennis, swimming, dancing. Yes, dancing. Movement that feels good, because the best workout is the one you actually want to do. And then he takes a full rest day. Maybe a little stretching or foam rolling, but mostly recovery, reflection, and disconnecting from noise and screens so the nervous system can recharge. Now, none of this works without the mindset. This is the part most people ignore, but it's the part that keeps everything alive over decades. Travolta leans on discipline over motivation. He doesn't wait to feel inspired. He shows up because motivation is temporary, but discipline is a decision. He keeps things simple and consistent. He doesn't chase trends. He repeats what works. Because the body doesn't reward what you do once in a while. It rewards what you repeat. He protects his mornings. Less screens, less chaos, more quiet, and movement early. When the day starts with control, the rest of the day becomes easier to manage. And here's the final rule, the one that changes everything. He treats recovery like it's part of training. Sleep, stretching, stillness, and downtime are not optional. They're the system. Because your body doesn't rebuild during the workout. It rebuilds after. And if you want to stay strong at 71, you don't just train hard. You recover on purpose. If this helped, subscribe and share to help others.